Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to start the actual makeup. So in the beginning we showed you just the setup and how we had our materials out. You always want to be well prepared first, make sure you have everything before you start and you realize you don't have something. So one of the things that you might have seen was that we already pre-rolled out pieces of cotton and we already have a bag of tissue. Now you can do tissues and cotton as well. For the tissues you're going to get more like a mummy matte look, and for the cotton you're going to get more like textury. You can get more 3D with the cotton, and we did a mixture of both latex and cotton. So what I'm going to show you first is a little demo on how to do this with spirit gum, which is going to come in probably most of the makeup kits. Okay, so once you've applied the spirit gum, now remember just to make sure that it's ready and that it's dried enough for you to actually apply the cotton. You can either induce tackiness by going like this, or you can just force dry it with a hairdryer. So I think it's ready. And what you want to do is just want to either lay the cotton out really thin like this. You can even like create little holes and divots to make it look like as if there's a wound. Like that. And then wherever this cotton ends, you always want to blend it out so that it's not just a harsh edge where the cotton ends. It will look awkward, so you always want to apply it sparsely at the edges just to blend it out. You can always pull at it. You don't want to push too much. But right now we have it a little bit more matte. And if you just want a very little texture, you can just take a cotton and just go like this, and it'll grip some of the fibers out. That's another method as well. And try to use either a brush, or I like to use sponges because they're more disposable and you're not going to be able to use too many of these. Reuse them. So, and always make sure you try to use a non-latex sponge. And then what you want to do is you want to just lightly coat it with the latex. But next, only certain paints will go on latex correctly, and what you can do is you can either seal everything with castor oil, and then you can put your creams on, and you can put other colors on as well, or you can go straight with rubber matte sprays. Using the Bruce color palette, it's a little bit more greasy, and it tends to stay on a little bit better. And you want to already pre-make all these wedges before you start, or else it's just going to take so much time and you're like in the momentum of doing the makeup. You just want to take a sponge and just, create texture by stippling the edges and ripping it off. And it'll create nice textures just like this, a regular makeup wedge. Okay, so can you just tilt a little bit this way? And so far you're going to get something like this, and it has like cool like gnarly texture in it. And this is just going to be your base color. So what I did was I played around with the Zombie family makeup, and I used the white, some of the green, and the gray, and we used the Bruce palette, and I used a little bit of the red just to mix it in. So next, once you have like your base color down, what you can do is you can use this Zombie Gory Flush. And it's like a mixture, it's really gross actually. It looks like there's already some cotton in here and it's just really nasty. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the same techniques, but instead we're going to use Pros-Aid. When we use Pros-Aid, it allows us to kind of layer our colors differently as well. We're just going to whip through this and then you'll see the final product again. Alright, so let's do this. Wait a second. Wait a second. I know who you are. It's Skrillex. It's a zombie Skrillex.